This town is quiet when it's late here. This town is quiet when the night is getting close. I'm outside, gonna stay here. I'm outside until you tell me to stop. I'm being so dramatic. I'm always being so dramatic. This town is quiet when it's late here. This town is quiet.
What's kicking, Shark Mates? Vinyl Vixen, Slim Shetty.
What's up, guys?
Here at Wrapsesh. This week we are doing a custom multi-layer freestyle helmet design.
Knifeless.
Knifeless and things and stuff. We are collaborating with Tom Stahler from ClassicCars.com. You may have seen him in previous episodes. He was one of the judges at the Future Collectors Car Show. He's been an automotive journalist, race car driver,
Yeah, he races some pretty cool cars.
super tied into the automotive scene. Really cool guy. He's gonna be here for the reveal pickup of his helmet. So make sure you guys hang out.
This is his helmet.
This is his
This
old
is an
helmet.
old helmet, and he painted it himself.
He rattle canned it,
And-
did this whole design
Yep, and so now he wants to have an upgraded version
on his new
helmet, but we're gonna pretty much recreate this exact same design with different films.
but with a bunch of different vinyls. So we're using things like gold chrome, we're doing some custom printed stuff on a metallic base film, a lot of knifeless, a lot of really cool finishes and stuff. So make sure you guys check it out and let's get jamming.
Okay.
Jam?
Okay.
Sim?
Sure.
Okay. Covered.
It's covered. So here's the big reveal, huh?
Big reveal.
It's funny, when I was racing my Porsche, RaceQuip was very nice to provide me with some safety equipment, and they still do, which is really great. So hats off to them. But this is actually rattle canned. I talked to a few helmet painters, and when I heard it was like $800-900 for them to paint a helmet, I'm like, you know what? I'm an artist. I can do this myself.
I got this.
So what effectively is the bottom, around the bottom here, it's actually the French resistance flag of Alsace-Lorraine, which is actually where my ancestors came from. Nice. So, and then up at the top, now not that I'm a big Twisted Sister fan, I mean, I did see them in the 80s, okay? I did see them, they opened up for Iron Maiden.
Nice.
And they just happen to have the same initials as me, and I always liked their logo.
It is a cool
So
logo.
I kind of went with, so that is Tom Stahler, not Twisted Sister, or Twisted Stahler, one of the two, you know, stuff like that. And then around the top, I have 4 stars. One for my ex-wife, so I think we have 3 stars.
There's
on this
3
one.
stars now.
Yeah, and then Kira, Maddie, and Josie, my 3 daughters. So as I told them, they always ride with me. Nice. So with that, you know, that's really kind of the thought behind it. And I've always felt that, you know, a helmet on a racing driver isn't unlike a shield for a knight.
Exactly.
So
definitely.
I mean, it
That's
protects
it.
the most important part. So.
Yeah. It is.
Well, in my case, it might not be that necessary, you know.
No, I would say it is pretty impressive though. Like you hand Sharpied this on, didn't you?
Yeah.
Yes, I did.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
then this, did you tape and spray, or did you Sharpie it?
I did a cutout on paper, and
Stenciled it?
then drew an outline, and then I may have taped it off. I can't remember.
Yeah, that's.
It was,
that's
but
pretty
no,
impressive.
now I remember what it was because I started with gold. There's like a gold square here
Oh, okay.
underneath, and then I covered it and I taped it off after I drew it and everything, and then shot over it. So yeah,
Nice.
it's it was it was just experimental. So I had a plan that I had when I went through this, but as far as things go, I think it took about a week.
Okay.
So but again, that was with
Letting the
paint
paint
dry.
dry.
Layers
So.
to dry and kind of- All right,
Nice.
so are you ready to see it?
I don't know. Am I ready to
Well,
see
it's
it?
gonna happen.
Okay, well then,
All right, go ahead.
we got a schedule to keep. Huh?
Leviosa.
Oh my goodness, I don't like it.
Hey.
I don't like it.
No.
I love it. Wow, and then look at that. Gosh, this
It's a
you know what's
flag.
really amazing about this? Oh, so well done. I mean,
The gold really pops.
I gotta tell you something. You put these two next to each other, and it's like
Crazy.
Tom's way, Wrapsesh's way. And I think I'm gonna go with Wrapsesh's way. This is badass.
Nice.
That is really, really cool. Oh my gosh, and we got
Got the three,
Maddie, Josie, and Kira.
Oh, so we upgraded that to the gold chrome.
But look at the detail in the outline of the Twisted Sister, the Twisted Stahler logo, and my goodness. And of course, I'll always be telling all my friends about Wrapsesh.
You don't have a choice. It's on the front of your phone.
Well, there's duct tape.
Yeah, right.
I'm just teasing you. And then, of course, my good friends at RaceQuip gave me another decal, so
Yeah.
it can
Yeah,
go right there.
yeah, we let that
But that's
take over.
that's awesome. This is.
You
I
like the
can't
colors
get
and
over
everything?
this.
I don't know if you can see in this.
Is this
print,
ceramic
too.
coated too?
It
It's
is.
all coated,
It's all
yeah.
coated.
Wow.
Yeah.
But we also printed it on a white with a gold metallic in it, so it kind of matches with.
It's got a
gold.
little bit of a
Just a little
metallic
bit
in
of
there,
a
yeah.
sparkle to
That
it.
is amazing.
And then this is the psychedelic.
yeah.
So it's kind of-
when it hits light, it's going to change
So
colors.
out in the sun,
Rainbow.
it's completely colorful, but in the shade, it's gray. It's got a gray tint to it.
I can't even.
And then you
begin
got
to
all
talk.
the gold accents, which I really, that's
Is that
actually my
your
favorite part.
logo? That's cool. Wow. This is. I'm going to tell you something. Any of my racer friends, if you want to have like the coolest looking helmet ever, because now I do, haha, I would definitely talk to these folks. And I do have to say one thing. It was your videos on YouTube that actually got me to contact you in the first place.
Yeah?
Take
And
that.
now I are one.
Now you're on one.
Isn't that weird?
This is fabulous. I'm so grateful.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Thanks so much
No
for
worries.
that. Awesome.
I'm glad you like it.
I love it. I love it. Wow.
I tried to keep mostly everything that you did.
Yeah. Now the funny thing is, in Wisconsin, and my dad's he's got a gentleman's farm in Door County.
Right on.
And in his building, he's got like a little man cave thing.
Nice.
And he has a collection of all my helmets going back. So I'm gonna have to send
Gotta
this
put
one.
that- yeah.
Send this one to him.
There you go.
As I move on to the next one. So this is real. This is great. I love it. Well, to tell you a little bit about myself, I grew up in motorsports, but not on the side of a driver, although most of the second generation drivers' kids are friends of mine.
Yeah.
My dad was one of the framers of the sports marketing business, and this goes back to, I don't know if your audience would recognize it, but the Can-Am series of the mid-60s to the mid-70s. And it was the Johnson's Wax Can-Am, and he represented Simon Eyes. And they had a car that was running very, very closely. And then eventually his partner, Carl Haas, teamed up with Paul Newman, and they had an IndyCar team that ran the Andrettis. So
Nice.
I was around all this as an insider from the time I was very, very small.
Really?
So needless to say, aside from my mother, when my dad was ready to put me in karts saying "over my dead body," it took me till my early 30s to actually get racing and
Nice.
things like that, because then I could just tell my mom, yeah, sorry.
Yeah, you can do it by yourself.
Yeah, I'm just gonna go do this.
I'm gonna do it.
Yeah. So, but you know, they say the lug nut doesn't fall far from the wheel, because you know, obviously I always admired what my dad was doing, and I kind of followed him into the business, despite the fact that he told me to be a doctor, lawyer, or Indian chief. Yeah, I didn't listen. I probably should have. But you know, all things said.
They should have said you should have been a comedian too if they didn't tell you that.
Germans aren't funny though. But all things said, I love being around racing. I love being around sports, and I went to journalism school, and I love to write. So I'm right where I want to be at ClassicCars.com. That's for
Good.
sure. They've made me their managing editor, and I'm really, really grateful for it.
It's all right in place.
That's it. Yeah, it really is. And this is going to be so great for the shoots and things when we're driving the cars. And speaking of that, I was asked what's the first thing I'm going to do with this? Well, the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go in my bathroom at home and put it on and go, oh, I look so
Look in the
cool.
You're gonna say, "Let me take a selfie."
And I'm going to probably put on my driver's
Gotta
suit.
put on the whole
you,
suit.
You do all this privately. It's
Yeah.
kind of like, dancing in your underwear to music, But all things said, no. As far as things go, I'm very fortunate. I have a lot of friends in vintage racing and stuff that call me up and say, hey, you want to come and drive my car and write about it? And I say, absolutely. One of the coolest cars that I got a call like that for had to be, it was the 1968 Lola T160 Can-Am car.
Oh, really?
Simonized colors.
Yeah.
When my dad went to work for them, driven by Skip Scott in the 68 Can-Am series.
Really?
And yes, with me in it, it weighed 1,700 pounds.
Wow.
And the motor made 800 horsepower.
Ooh,
With lots of downforce on the body.
that's fun.
And I got to drive it at Willow Springs.
Really?
And there's a video of it out there in case you want to look.
That's a cool track.
Yeah, there are
Yeah, we
pictures
need
as
to
well.
go
But
over
that.
but I caught about 160 miles an hour on the straightaway,
Wow.
and it was like being strapped to a diving hawk.
Yeah.
That's about the best
yeah.
way I could describe
I mean-
it, because the speed
visualize
just
that.
kept coming.
It's a rocket,
I
man.
finally I hit the flag stand. I let off. I'm like, yeah, I'm not out. I'm not Michael Schumacher. So yeah. But all things said, it was I love this, and this is going to be such a centerpiece of so many things that we're going to be doing moving forward. So
That's
I'm
cool.
really excited, and I can't
awesome.
thank you guys enough.
No worries.
We're happy to do it.
Yeah, I'm happy to do that. I love doing stuff like this, so
So
definitely.
where can we keep up with all of your adventures and your writing and
Journal.classiccars.com. You can Google me. I'm all over the place.
Google machine.
It's impossible for me to be anonymous. I mean, I can't walk into a room and be anonymous. I'm pretty loud. So, But all things said, journal.classiccars.com. I also wrote for a number of other media, which I'm going to tell you to Google at this point because I'm not going to plug them. And but all things said, like I said, I'm so gratified to be doing it.
Well, and Classic Cars is linked up with Future Collectors Car Show too, right? Which
That
is where
it
we
is.
originally met Tom. He was a judge at the
Yep.
was it the 2019 show?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it
the
was.
end of the year, yeah. So really cool
Actually, no,
show.
I take that back. It was the 2020 show
Oh, yeah,
because
It was the
January.
2020.
it's the
January.
Sunday before Arizona Auction Week.
Yep.
So and by the way, it's a great show, isn't it?
Oh,
Yeah, it
yeah,
was.
it's so amazing.
I noticed there was a lot of
I just so
artwork.
happen to be wearing this shirt.
Oh
today.
yeah.
Oh, look at you! Hey,
And this was not planned.
you're almost like a corporate yes man.
I think one of our Subaru wraps ended up winning the what was it?
Fan favorite.
You know what?
Yeah.
I believe it
Austin.
because
Yeah.
the just what I've seen you folks do is just amazing to me, and I think that particularly for my audience, and I'm going to write about this as well, is you have a car that's in an original color, but you don't want it in that color. You want a custom color. You
Yeah.
want something different, but you want to keep the car original.
Yep.
Go see these guys because they'll wrap it, and then when you're done with that, or you want to sell it, and you go and you tell people, oh, it's got all the patina, it's got the original paint, it's got all this kind of stuff, which of course is very valuable to cars these days.
Yeah.
You just pull off the wrap.
Keeps the price up.
So you know, so there's a lot of advantages to wrap over paint these days.
Definitely.
And I think with the classic scene, they usually steer clear of it. But I mean, wrap is so versatile, and you can make it temporary. It's protective. You know, plus we do all the other kind of services for classic cars, like the paint protection, the ceramic coatings, which we do on the helmet as well. The window tints and all that kind of stuff. So there's definitely a lot of different realms you can go into.
Yeah, I'm just like I said, I can't recommend you folks highly enough. So this is
Well, thank
great.
you so much.
Yeah.
We love doing it. I think we should go see the helmet outside.
Yeah, I think we should. Oh yeah, the psychedelic. Nice.
Psychedelic. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe if you guys dig the Wrapsesh vibe. Thank you for watching this week. You're awesome, Tom. Did you just give me more cat ears? Bunny ears?
Bunny ears.
Cat ears? I don't even know.
You got fox ears?
And we will see you guys next week.
All right.
Awkward dancing commence.